All right. It's time. It's Kaldheim time. Uh, so last draft was good with 6 wins. I was kind of surprised by how good that deck did. It was kind of funny though how like once you get down Maja and the Elderleaf Mentor, it was like or whatever. No, not Mentor. It's the War Master. That any basically almost any card in the deck would create a 1/1 token. So that was cool. We'll see what we get this time. Let's see. Oh, Turgid, eh? Turgid's a pretty cool one to start with. My list gives her a B plus B. Giant Amulet is also good, not as good as Turgid. Path is something that I know Ben Stark likes. He thinks it's like one of the most powerful uncommons in the set. But of course, it has a lot of conditionals in order to get it active. Let's see, Doomscar Oracles, no. Everything else is pretty lackluster. So, I mean, Carter is nice in his own colors. What does my guys give him? Like in his own colors it'd be, but like just picking him is like a C or C plus. Yeah, it's definitely Turgid. So she likes sacrificing things in black. We'll see if we get good things in black. There aren't really good things in black in this pack. Elderfang Disciple obviously has synergy with Turgid, but I don't think Turgid even raises that card up enough to be a consideration. But we have Bound Gold here, which is a good uncommon. We have Packmate, which is another good uncommon. Might even be my list has Bound Gold as like a B minus, but for Packmate, I think Packmate might actually be better than Bound Gold. Not this list has it as a B minus B. Glimpse is another good card, but I don't think it's as good as the other ones. It has a bit of condition with giants. Snowland is nice. But either Bound and Gold or Packmate can really fit with Turgid. I mean, I think Packmate's better than Bound and Gold, so we'll see. This is a Poison the Cup, which is really good removal. We have a B for that from my list. Oh, and it's just the best card in the pack as well at pick 3. So I'm not seeing much blue in this pack. Seeing some token greens, some filler green, filler black, some okay red, some filler white, okay white. So yeah, I think that's a clear Poison the Cup. Turgid has a toughness of 5, not 6. So Rootless U wouldn't be able to search for it. But it still might just be a good card. In black, there's nothing here in black. In blue, it's kind of bad. I don't even know if Litkin Seekers is considered filler. Red probably has a really good card in Firewalker, and green, it's either Rootless U or Horizon Seeker. So I think I'm going to go green because I already have the Packmate. And I think Tuskegee Firewalker is better than Horizon Seeker. But green tends to be a deep color. I think we want to go more controlling with Turgid if possible, and green is better at that in this set than red. Just making sure there's nothing else I'm missing here. No, it doesn't seem to be. So now there's no green. Blue is pretty weak. White has a filler. There's no green. Red has some okay cards. Black has some okay cards. I might pick Elderfang here. Is that now crazy? Bloodsky Berserker's like a C+. I would definitely take Elderfang over Shieldmate in this position. It's just Bloodsky Berserker or Elderfang. I think I go Elderfang. It's a hard choice, isn't it? So here are some nice choices in both green and black, which is heartening. Masked Vandal, I think, is like the best. Like Tri-Side Troll, Masked Vandal, and you could say maybe the Port are some of the best cards in the pack. And for me, it's like I wouldn't mind Jarl or Skull Raid or Vandal. I'd even just speculate on a Troll and maybe see if I could pick up enough snow as well. But it's either Masked Vandal or Skull Raid. I feel like I can get Skull Raids in the future and that Masked Vandal's pretty good. So here it's either Way Down or Death Knell Berserker. I'd rather have Death Knell Berserker than Way Down. Way Down has that additional creature cost. And if we end up more controlling, we might not be able to pay that cost reliably and conveniently. Frostbite's probably the best card in this pack, but it's in red. Not seeing any blue. Still seeing some black, still seeing some green. Not seeing any white. Okay. So here, Eyesight Troll is the best card in the pack. Rune of Speed is nice as well in the right deck. There's Sulphur Spire for splash. There's Infernal Pet. If I wanted to go more double spell. It's tough to say. I think I'll just take, like, I could go Eyesight Troll and see if I could get enough snow. Let's see. I think here, because like Way Down requires you to have creatures, so I have to be more on a creature slant. But I think I take the Way Down over, say, the Infernal Pet. So it's not saying, so white is what we're seeing here, no red. Still black. So the Elderfang Disciple wield, and I could take the I think I'm going to take the Wither Crown, actually. It does mean that they would sacrifice that creature, which still works with Turgid. Its ability, similar to Elderfang, but I think Wither Crown's just a better card than Elderfang. I could be wrong. My list says I'm wrong. But I think I'm just going to take it anyway. Here I'll take the Jarl over the Infernal Pet. I have an Elderfang Disciple to scratch an enemy. The Sinkhole's tempting just to splash something, but I think it's just going to be black. I don't want any of these. I'll just take that, whatever. Maybe Demonic Gifts, depends on how much in ETB or effects I get, whether you think ETB stands for enter the battlefield or exit the battlefield, works either way. And Skull Raid did wheel. So I've been seeing black almost every pack, so black seems to be open enough, which is a good thing. Hopefully I'm the only black drafter at the table. Black's not I've been led to understand by the one and only Ben Stark that black is not a very deep color in this set, and he thinks it is relatively one of the worst colors, but again, Arena is kind of self-correcting, so as long as I'm the only black color drafter in the whole table, I'll be okay. So this is Sarulf. I couldn't ask for a more on-color rare if I tried, because it doesn't exist. I can't believe. Hey, you're going green-black, says the arena overlord. Well, here, have a Sarulf. Why, thank you. It's like green-black, but not elves, which is weird, but... Alright. I love a woodland chasm, but it's never gonna wheel in a million years. Maybe the Death Knell Berserker wheels. I need to figure out. Okay, so Realm Walker, Mass Vandal, or Struggle. I'm leaning towards the Struggle. My creatures are all over the place. We got Elf, we got God, we got Human, we got Imp, we got Zombie, and Wolf. So I think this is an easy struggle. It will Turgid's Shadow. Hmm. Hmm. It's weird because we are more of a creature heavy green black deck than a control, like what we want to be because of things like uh, what was I saying? Demonic Gifts and Way Down and Mass Vandal are all kind of like you want to have creatures, and I think I'm going to take a struggle here. It synergizes nicely with like Death Knell Berserker. So Narfi is good. I think it's just Horizon Seeker here though. Way down, these spells that have an additional creature cost of exiling a creature um, kind of crowd each other out. So I don't want to take them highly at all now that I especially have two of them. Rune of Sustenance is great, um, but I think I'm just going to take this Horizon Seeker. Let's see who's in the pod here. Okay. Okay. I don't want Coma's Faithful. I don't really like that card. Don't want Demonic Gifts. I might just end up taking a third Horizon Seeker, or I could take, I think, Snakeskin Veil. It combos a bit with Berserker. It helps me protect, say, Imp if it gets really big. It helps me protect Sarulf. It helps me protect Turgid if I need to use her as a creature. So normally I think I would take the Horizon Seeker, but I already have two of them. Well, can I pick up? I can usually pick up Snakeskin Veils later. No, I really want one, especially with such powerful creatures to protect. Blessing of Frost is nowhere near what I want to be. I could take Turgid's Shadow here, though. It's not um, at any cost to me. Like, when I'm not snow, I saw a little bit of snow coming from my right, but coming from my left, I haven't really seen a significant amount. I think the other choice is the Carfell Kennel Master, which is more creature-y. I think I'll just take Turgid's Shadow. I haven't played with that card before, so we'll see if it's as bad as all that. So here, it's either the Recruiter or the Glade Walker. The Recruiter has some synergy with, say, getting things back from Shadow that I sacrifice, things like that, getting back Turgid or Sarulf. The Glade Walker has some synergy with Death Knell Berserker, has some synergy with Jarl. I think though that like Glade Walker is just a slightly better card than the Recruiter. Okay, I kind of want the pick over the second Skull Raid. I think these cards get worse in multiple. Well, they don't really get worse in multiples because you end up drawing cards instead. It's like I have a Death Knell Berserker. I have. It's kind of like how am I winning? Yeah, maybe that was the. I don't think any of these will make the deck. So I'm just going to take. Well, this dodges Turgid's Shadow, but I think if I had a board wipe, another board wipe, I'd be more interested in that. I guess I'll just take the Ice Tide Troll and see if I can find stuff that makes snow. A second Turgid Shadow. Like, I don't think the first Turgid Shadow's good, even. I think I'm just going to take this Glittering Frost. Here, I don't really care for any of these. I don't want to play Coma's Faithful, but I'll put it in the sideboard. I mean, maybe Priest. It's not really. I'll see how easy it is for me to pick up Snow. Dread Rider again is an exile. Creatures from my graveyard, kind of a deal. I don't have very many creatures. Okay, so this isn't the exact wrong colors, but it's an amazing card, the Battle of Frost and Fire, but I can't really pick it up. In the colors, there's nothing except a Wither Crown. Oh my gosh. Wow. All right. Wow. All right. So yeah, we did end up a green-black control deck. I think this is a pretty easy pack mate. Goldspan Dragon forever drafted the Battle of Frost and Fire. Congratulations. I can't splash double red. It's so weird how like the god side of Turgid and her artifact side synergize with each other. Okay, so here I can pick up a swamp or raise the Draugr. Um, like I said, I don't have a lot of creature types in common with each other. So I'm feeling the Snow Swamp. Here, I could take the Glade Warden, which is another thing that exiles my non-existent creatures. I only have 12. Or I could take the Recluse. And I think because I just don't have creatures, I'm more inclined to take the Recluse than anything else. So it's either another Jarl or another Elder Fang Disciple. Okay. I think it's the Jarl? I don't know. Oh. Huh. The bow is quite good. It also gives us like a little 1/1 to sacrifice to like Turgid's Shadow. Packmate is obviously better than it. But oof. I don't know. How do I die? I die from flyers. So I think I take that over a third packmate. I'll take an Infernal Pet, but honestly, it's probably going to be one of the things that gets cut. I'll take Raise the Draugr. Didn't really get Snow. Can't even activate Eyesight Troll's ability. So many Eyesight Trolls. What is up with this? I mean, now I just don't know what I want. I mean, I guess I'll just take whatever. Here's your Recruiter. Another, I could take Village Rites. Eh. Sarulf only triggers off of battlefield. So I'm not going to play 2 Raise the Draugrs, that's for sure. I don't need to play the Glittering Frost since I don't have snow. I don't need to play the Snow Swamp. I don't have snow. So yeah, it felt like these drafts that I've been doing lately have all been in Kaldheim have been interesting because it feels like um, the colors that seem to be open in pack 1 suddenly become less open in pack 3. And I don't know what's... Oh wow, Glade Walker. And I don't know what's causing that necessarily. Or why that is occurring. But it is. Okay, so I have to make 6 cuts. Our curve kind of tops out at 5. Even this shadow can be foretold and played for 4. So we have a relatively low curve. I'm going to go down to 16 lands because of that. And then I didn't get any lindworms, for example. I'm left with 17 creatures, but what are the cuttables here? Draugr Precruiter is weak. Let's see, Jarl is a fine filler card. The Recluse is kind of weak. The Infernal Pet is kind of weak. I think the 2-drops stay. I mean, Turgid's Shadow is weak, but it's probably going to end up staying. Skull Raid's kind of weak, but it'll probably stay. Raise the Draugr is kind of weak. I mean, Way Down is kind of weak. These are weak. Demonic Gifts is obviously weak. I think Skull Raid is weak, but I think it's going to stay. Let's just make sure about the strengths. Demonic Gifts and Snakeskin Veil have a similar function. One's just more expensive than the other. Excuse me. But Demonic Gifts works with Packmate real well. Gladewalker, Mass Vandal, Disciple, Death Knell Berserker. It has some good synergy in this deck. I have quite a few ETB things. Raise the Draugr, like, I have a wolf, and I guess maybe I should have taken that Packmate over the Elvenbow, but they were both in. So, let's see, I don't think I need Elvenbow, Demonic Gifts, and a Recruiter. So I think I'm going to cut this Recruiter. The other question is, how often are we double spelling for pet? I don't think we're double spelling that often, but with 2 Packmates we could be doing enough. I'm going to get rid of 1 though. I don't think Raise the Draugr is actually going to be incredibly useful with this variety of creatures. I would like to play Turgid's Shadow. I suddenly find myself lacking any ways of getting things back from the graveyard, but the curve seems strong enough that we might not need it. Like, we didn't end up as controlling as some other decks would be. 16, 15 creatures. I think it's still, it's actually 16 because of the Elven Bow. I think it's still fine to play the Gold Vein pick. But if we run too much lower on creature count, I'd have to cut it. It doesn't, it only synergizes. I was hoping to pick up more Death Knell Berserkers. But I only saw 2 and picked 1, so. As opposed to the Icehide Trolls, I felt like I saw 7 of them. Which is bizarre. Yeah, 2 more cuts. 2 more cuts. Like, the question is, like, is this more of a mid-rangey kind of deck, or is this a control deck? If it's more of a control deck, I cut Goldvein Pick and probably Infernal Pet. If it's more of a mid-range deck, then I probably cut Turgid's Shadow and maybe a Wither Crown. I think that I have enough. I don't think I play the pick, even though it does well with the Berserker. For the Berserker, I have a bow. I also have Struggle, maybe. I have Demonic Gifts. Maybe the Snakeskin Veil. So I think I still have enough ways of and 2 Glade Walkers. So, like, the Berserker is going to be good even without the pick. I don't need the pick to splash for anything. I think I'm going to end up more control. Turgid's Shadow, I'm going to have some 1/1s in Gladewalker and Elderfang Disciple. So now we're down to 1 cut. You could make the argument of going down to even 15 lands. I have 2 Packmates, I have 2 Horizon Seekers. I think that's a bit too much. I think I cut either Infernal Pet or Turgid's Shadow. I think I'm just going to cut Infernal Pet. And we'll see how we do from there. Okay. The name of this deck, I mean, for now I'm going to call it Sarulf's Shadow. But we'll see how that name works out. I'm going to put a pause in here. Alright. Yeah. I was thinking about this deck, and I think I needed to have identified. I think it's more of a control deck than a creature deck. And I just think I needed to have identified that during the draft. I think that's something I can start working on, is identifying what kind of deck I'm drafting while I'm drafting, and that will help better inform my card choices. I forget what I chose the second Jarl over, but hopefully it wasn't a more control card, because Jarl, you need a creature to actually deal that damage, initial damage. And also I should have been like, oh, we're more of a control deck as soon as I drafted, say, Sarulf. So I can keep this. Any land gives me Horizon Seeker, and then But I will have 2 draws to get to Horizon Seeker. Yeah, okay. And then I can fish out black after that. So I will foretell Poison the Cup. It's the more likely one that I will play. It also changes it from double black to single black. That's not Berserker, sure. Okay. Here, I'm just going to play my Horizon Seeker. Okay. I'll start blocking these. Because I have Tergrid's Shadow. So now I'll play Packmate. Well, maybe I should have not blocked that so I could get a second. No, I should not have blocked that. I wasn't thinking about I need Tergrid's Shadow to operate, and for that I need a second black. Alright, so I can struggle that, or I can play the Recluse. He has no snow to buff it. Well, he has 1 snow. But Recluse can still block it, and then I could foretell something else. The question is if I attack. I think I do attack. Foretell this as well. Or maybe I should have foretold the struggle. I don't know. The struggle would have made it cheaper. Okay. No blocks. Oh no, 2 damage. So... Yeah, I think Turgid's Shadow was the exact wrong thing to foretell. I would have been better off foretelling either Jarl or Struggle. But I can certainly turn Gladewalker into a 1/1 and pump pump the Recluse, perhaps? Sure. And then I'm not going to foretell anything. I would like to keep up Poison the Cup here. Yeah, I have stuff. Okay, I'll block. 2 damage. And then you have Jarl of the Forsaken, I assume? Sure. Alright, so if I play Elderfang Disciple here, they'll have to discard a card. They didn't... Did they play a land? I think they did play a land. It will use my only black, so Poison the Cup will be down. I think I still do it, though. Because now I have two 1/1s if I ever am able to play Turgid's Shadow. The fact that they're thinking about this is interesting. Oh, the Salt Ravager. Wow, what the heck did they keep then? And then I'll foretell this Jarl, since I'm not playing anything otherwise. All the foretell cards. Okay. I'll lose 3 life. Okay, I'm gonna hold that forest. I can struggle something. So now that they've drawn their Turgid's Lantern, I'm in a difficult position. I might just need to poison the cup. This only destroys a creature. Yeah, I'll probably poison the cup on their turn. I can't really attack from this position. They drew another land. I'll lose another 3 life. Oh, sweet. I mean, do I have... Yep, I have a creature. I mean, my deck was going to give me the answer anyway. Who needs poison the cup? So I can attack with the Recluse and kill both of their creatures through Jarl, or I could wait and struggle. I think I'll just wait and struggle. All right. So that takes us back to even. I'm going to hold up Jarl. Okay. Oh, I guess they're all clerics. Alright, so I want to get down Sarulf first. And then I'll foretell struggle. Okay. So still no double black. It's very unlikely he's going to start double spelling. So Sarulf will exile like everything. He has no cards in hand. Let's see this. These are 4 mana cards. These are 2 mana cards. He's got 2 2-mana cards. I can't Turgid's Shadow yet. I'm gonna hold Death Knell Berserker. And then I'm gonna keep hold of this 6/4. Okay. Decline. If he wants to kill the 6/4, he could block it with the Shadow Sage and Jarl, and then I could Jarl there. I would clear 2 creatures for one of mine. And with the bow in hand, I'm not as terribly scared of flyers. Okay, just gonna take it. I will play the Elven Bow. So there's my double black. So I could get rid of my 1/1s for maybe a 1/1 and their 2/1, which isn't that great. Not Recluse would directly trade for their 4/4. I kind of win on trades because of Sarulf. I can put the Elven Bow on the Recluse, though. I don't need that 3rd land. Play the land because I'll need it. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'll hold up Jarl of the Forsaken. Do not hover your mouse over the next. Okay. Okay. I'll block here. I think we all knew Jarl was coming. Alright, No surprise there. Once I got the lucky Mass Vandal, it's definitely good. Do I have one or no? I only have the one Mass Vandals, right? Yeah, I only have the one. Oh, the store is refreshed. I got a Mastery Orb. Let's see. So black is the Rune of Mortality. Green is this stuff. I guess I'll go for black. Oh, I have another orb. I'll just put black even with the other one. Let's say. Why is this line white and not blue? Like this line has dashed lines, this one purple lines, this one has dashed black lines, this has dashed black, black. What, what's going on there? Inconsistencies. Nope. Don't care about those. Oh, and then I also got these. Cool, cool, cool. Alright. One victory. Yay! I'm more black than green. But I mean, I'm gonna do it again. I have this one pack mate. Don't like doing mulligans. I know I'm going first and on the draw. But I mean, you know. Maybe there's 8 black sources and 2 horizon walkers. Well. Well. Okay, so if he double spells next turn, I can't kill it anyway, and I can't block it anyway. And otherwise, we're trading 2 for 3. So I'm just going to foretell the things that I am more likely to want to be cheaper. As we wait for a black mana. Yep. Like I said. Here's a black mana. I can poison the cup. I can play Sarulf. Seems too early to play Sarulf. I could Skull Raid. Like, the 3/3 blocks the 2/2 already, so... And then I can Demonic Gifts the Packmate if it dies, which seems amazing. So I think I just pass with the intention of either doing Poison the Cup or Demonic Gifts if he attacks. Okay. No. To the green land. The black land would allow me to double spell next turn. There's summoning a sword. Yeah. Okay. I guess I could have also foretold Skull Raid there. Yep. Maybe should have foretold Skull Raid there. Let's block. There's not much you can do in response. Okay. So I can Skull Raid, I can Realm Eater. And then I can Glade Walker my Realm Eater. And then set up for Jarl with the Glade Walker. They can certainly first strike Sacred, which kind of sucks for me. Or they can Valkyrie Sword up Sigrid, which would make her a 4/3 first striker. So here I'm just going to take it this first time. Yep. Decline. Don't play that. Gonna play this. They discard way down. Cool. Okay. So I can't do much if okay, so they have 4 first strike. So I kind of have to block with Sarulf. Protection from gods. Oh, yeah, okay. So the Glade Walker can't even block. Ugh. Wither Crown, you're just a bit too late. Okay. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I mean, he's at a billion D life, so effectively. Sure. So this is Oh no, I messed up. That's 6 damage coming in. I needed to... Okay, whatever. Yep. I just didn't draw... Well, oh well. Yeah. Changelings, am I right? I mean, I obviously made like a few minor mistakes there at the end. I'm not sure if they would have changed things around though. I'm on the draw, opponent goes first, I can keep this hand, probably Gladewalker first. Over Masked Vandal. Excuse me. Blue-white. Potential flyers, but I did just draw the bow. Okay. Would you like to block? Haha, it's the bow. So, my turn. Let's see what they do. Is really what this comes down to. Okay. Okay. And then okay. I can't mass vandal those because I don't have a creature in the graveyard. He has double white. So I can either play Horizon Seeker or Sarulf. I don't have any ways of killing things just yet. So I think I just play my Horizon Seeker. Two bind the monsters? That probably means he has a fistful of removal. Okay, it's probably something along the lines of deal 5. He didn't play a land, so he's obviously holding up a spell. On my turn, I can just Masked Vandal away one of the binds. Or if he doesn't kill the Horizon Seeker, I can Realm Eater it. Play Realm Eater. Okay, so he's doing it that way. So I still just get a land out here. I'll get a swamp. Resolve. Resolve. Then I'll play Mass Vandal. And I'll just free up the binding. I can either free it up on the Glade Walker or the token. Depends on like how much. So I'm gonna have 6 mana next turn. So I can throw the bow around. More foretellings. Yeah, until I get like direct removal for Vega, he's gonna keep drawing cards from these foretells, and there's nothing I can really do about it. So drawing a land again is unfortunate. I don't want to play Sarulf into whatever the heck that that spell is. I can foretell my own Jarl, or I could just double equip the bow. I think I'd rather foretell my own Jarl. So he just played a land. He did stumble on one of the lands. Turns not. It's not really a stumble. It's like he didn't play a land one turn. Raven forming the Elven Bow. Now that's cool. Okay, so I'm not going to block with the 1/1 because we want to keep Jarl of the Forsaken for that 1/1. Okay. I'll no blocks this. Alright. So now I have mana to do both of the spells in my hand. The unfortunate thing, though, is for the Mass Vandal is that I don't have another creature. It would be an awesome play if I had another creature in the graveyard, but oh well. Okay. All right. Yeah. You have a conundrum. Turns out, Sarulf don't work that way. Yeah. Just gonna get rid of it. I guess you could. Oh, David, you're playing into the 5 mana damage again. Come on, David. I'm sorry for getting loud there, but oh well. You idiot. You idiot. You idiot. I'm an idiot. That turn was terrible from me. Draw first. Come on now. What you doing even? What are you even doing? You just 2-for-1'd you after all the other value. Decline. Attacking into open mana, but who knows what he has or doesn't have. Okay, he didn't have anything. As soon as Sarulf gets up to 3, he can actually destroy his own bound in gold. Okay, let's see if you have a counterspell. Okay. Like, I don't need to actually exile everything. Yeah, I can't believe that I did that again. I think I did that like last draft or the draft before. That's really consider about when you have a trick, try not to attack into their open mana. That's the thing, because that's why tricks are bad, because of the 2-for-1 stuff. So I can attack with the Gladewalker and the Vandal. They're both lethal. Okay. So that's why I guess he summoned that sword like that? I don't know. Alright. Even though I made that terrible, terrible turn, I came out victory in the end. Alright. Alright. Chin up. This is a keep. A very good keep. Gladewalker onto the Berserker. Okay. Looks like we're dealing with a snow deck. So it could be like the deal 5, but even if it is, basically get the... it doesn't really resolve the Berserker situation. So I'm more confident playing into that one open white-green mana in this case. So they didn't declare black. Okay. This isn't the same person. Nope. I'm just going to destroy that right now. I don't get a foretell, but he doesn't get to start drawing cards. Or they, whoever they are. They are Kokutoshiki? Who knows how to pronounce that? I have the creatures, so even foretelling Turgid Shadow isn't a great idea. Avalanche Caller. I could Skull Raid, they're down to 3 cards in hand. I could foretell, they're going to be able to they have like counterspell-ish mana up. So I think the plan here is to attack first. Okay. And then the plan is either like a Recluse or a Skull Raid. It could be a counterspell. It could be something else. I think I put down the Recluse. Yeah, which might just be a counterspell. Alright, it was. So then it's a good thing I didn't play Skull Raid. Their own Recluse, sure. Something else, okay. And they didn't play a land, so it's all spells left in their hand. So I do think it's time to Skull Raid them. Toski, wow, that would have been difficult. And a Starnheim Courser. Alright. So they do have Avalanche Caller. If I keep back my Death Knell Berserker, Turgid's Shadow will become better because I'll get the remaining 2/2 left out of it. I got a Snowland. Okay. So the other thing here, though, is that they can summon Snowland, and then they would only have to sacrifice the Snowland. And Snowland and something else, either their Recluse or but they're probably from this point on going to have Snowland open. So they would have to sacrifice, I'd sacrifice a 3/3 and a 1/1. They'd sacrifice a Snowland and either a 4/2, a 3/3, or a 1/3. Exchange for my 1/1. I think that's good. I'm trading a 1/1 for one of their lands and a 3/3 for either a 3/3 flyer or a 4/2 reach creature. Mm-hmm. Oh, he can do it twice, eh? I forgot he could target tapped lands. Oh, he's not going to do that, though. He's not going to go down to 4 mana? Okay. Another land. He didn't attack with... Yeah, I'm definitely at a disadvantage due to his Avalanche Caller. They should soon be at like the position where they can just start making avalanches, but... Right, well... Me drawing lands is a whole lot better than... Yep. Nope. They're not making a land again. Okay. Fine by me. Or they're not making a creature out of their snow. Alright, so the god side is relevant because she's a 4/5. The lantern side would be better if I wasn't losing. So they have to sacrifice a non-land. So even if they make their creatures into lands, they still have to lose it. So this is actually good for me. Let's see, how many blockers can they summon up? 1, 2. Okay, so they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana, which means they can make 2 blockers. Another land is real bad for him. And it's the Mirror Lake, so the Avalanche Caller. I think they're just dead. I'll take the 4, yeah. Well, they're not dead on their turn because they can still make things. Yeah, it's non-land, buddy. Sorry. Yep. I wonder if they just misclicked the snow-covered forest or what. Well, Turgid's Lantern swung it around. I need to refill my water. I guess I have to do that after this game. Alright, I think this is a keep. Yep, I can just foretell Pac-Mate instead of playing Mass Vandal. Given all the enchantments and artifacts and crazy stuff. I think that that is just the play. So I have Turgid's Skull Raid. Ah, cool. So this is hilarious, right? Like, I can just Wither Crown it, and then it never can deal combat damage to me. What's with all these birds? Perhaps he can bounce it to his hand. Or they can. Target player. Okay. The artifact side of Turgid is just so good, isn't it? So I'm not playing Mass Vandal. I can foretell Pack Raid or Skull Raid, Packmate or Skull Raid. I think I just foretell Packmate. Let me see what happens. They're blue-white, so the thing that they could put on Turgid's Lantern is Bound in Gold. Okay. Cool. Okay, so it's probably a bit too early for the Lantern and that Raven. They kind of want to get rid of it anyway. Okay, another black land. I'm just going to foretell Skull Raid. They seem to be stuck on 2 lands. They were probably relying on Haka to help them out here. Ah, they found a 3rd land. Okay. Attack, you're going to block. Then I'll bring out another Packmate. Play a Swamp. Like, obviously the combo is Turgid into Skull Raid, which for 5, 6, 7. So okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could also play the Lantern version. I think I literally just play the Lantern version. They're all spells in hand. So I think I would, since they've been kind of stuck on lands, I'd rather get some spells out of their hand here. Since they just threw a 3rd land, they might be turning it around. A Lindworm and a Bloodline Pretender. Bloodline Pretender is an interesting card to have in a blue-white with green and red. Okay, they have their own Mass Vandal. Sad times, everyone. Sad times. I have no way of reviving. Oh yeah, it's exiled anyway. I really need creatures in my yard. I can't really race a lifelink. That crown is going to give like... I'm going to attack with one of the pack mates. And I'm going to give the other one, make the other one a 4/4. Without Turgid's Lantern, I'm not sure how useful the lands are going to be. The 4/4 to block whoever they Rune Crown up. They have their own pack mate. Sure. If I make my pack mate a 4/4, it's just going to get blocked by the 3/3 and the 1/3, so there's no point. So I'm just going to keep attacking with mine. Trade is good. So I can always destroy the Rune Crown. I can't always destroy this Ascendant Spirit. So that's what I'm going to do to it. And then I'm going to play my second Gladewalker. Yeah? Well, let's wait until next turn and see what happens. So many things have been exiled. Okay, it's a 2/4. You're probably going to put the crown on it now. Bring it up to like a 3/5. The equip cost is 2? 2. Okay, so for red mana, they can't do much. I can be greedy with this Poison the Cup. It's going to be too obvious that I have a Masked Vandal or something if I attack with the Gladewalker. They probably won't block it. Maybe they will. So I can attack with the Gladewalker, foretell the Cup, and Gladewalker my pack mate. They'll probably think I have like a Jarl or something. Okay. Change of plans. One red doesn't protect anything. Okay, so goodbye to the Rune Crown. And then now I'll foretell this Poison the Cup. I don't really care about killing a 2/4. And I'll end the turn, because I don't know. Yeah. Demon Bolt in response to anything I do that 4/4. Sure. Alright, so I can put all my eggs in this mass vandal basket. I don't really think that's necessary. They probably have they have a removal waiting for something better. I can diversify my threats with Guardian Gladewalker, I guess, and make it a 2/2. 2/4 versus 2/2. What's in my deck? There's a Sarulf left. There's a lot of stuff left in my deck. There's like a fight. Neither of these guys would actually be able to fight. I have a Jarl, so let's put out the 1/1 and just put it on the 2/4. We'll see what happens. I don't have anything that draws cards anymore, so they have the Mirror Lake, which is bad for me. So how does the Mirror Lake work? My turn, eh? Create a token that's a copy of target creature you control. So if they sacrifice it and I do anything in response, I'm not going to foretell the Jarl because that would be giving them more information. So I'm kind of hoping that they sacrifice the Mirror Lake onto the Mass Vandal, and then I think I get the blowout. They don't seem to have black, but they could still have like a white sweeper. If they have a white sweeper, that's fine-ish. I think I put out the Horizon Seeker in case of, let's see, and this will give me enough mana to do everything in my hand. In case I get struggle, and then I can struggle away the Mass Vandal potentially. A Glimpse of the Cosmos is obviously bad for me because they get to put one card from 3 and then do it again. Okay. The land back, and I'll draw the Elven Bow. Okay. It's all attack. Okay, and then do I boast? I put a land on the bottom. I have 9 mana for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The land on the bottom is the same as a land out of the deck, though, right? I have other Horizon Seekers, so they might shuffle up. They might shuffle it up. Okay, and then that is lethal 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe. Yeah, I'll keep the bow back. And then they can also create a copy. That is a very intimidating copy, by the way. Like they have 2 other green and 2 other blues, so they could totally do this. Okay. And the bow goes on here. To make a 4/4. And I mean, he doesn't die though, right? No, he only has 1 damage. So if they have something, I don't think I attack with the other 1/1s because then they just get to eat them. If they have something. So it becomes a 3/4. So we might as well spread out the threats. Oh, they're top decking. Oh, their top decks are great. So obviously I'm playing Sarulf. And that keeps the count at 2 blockers to my 3 damage. Okay, so I have Demonic Gifts backup. So let's see, 3, so 1, 2, 3 can get through. I guess I should have switched the bow to the token. So this is still lethal. Okay. Their card was a bluff. Ooh, that's right. I gotta get some water. I'm gonna put a pause in here. Alright, I'm back. Still haven't figured out a better name than Sarulf's Shadow for this deck. Yeah, this is a keep. Excuse me again, if you're hearing that stuff. My little burps. Hopefully you're not. Oh, Miranda Meeks drew both of these cards. I have no idea who that is, but you know, it's always nice to see some, be like, oh look, it's the same person. She did both of those. I can spot the patterns. Yeah, it's like even the same little color palette with the like the pinkish glowy bad stuff. I think it's bad. All right. So again, not playing Mass Vandal first. Just gonna have to play Elderfang Disciple first. Did I play you before, man? Because this feels very familiar. Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. Ooh, that time it was sacrificed. Appropriate that the old man got the Wither Crown. Alright, so this is a thing. It's a 1/1. That went down pretty smoothly. Gotta keep in mind this Mirror Lake for later. What did they declare this as? Green, yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, I got rid of the squash. Wow, I got rid of a squash? Okay, I'm just going to foretell a card. And that's my turn. I mean, I have this 1/1. There's a lot of people waiting for this 1/1 to die, you know? I got my Mass Vandal, I got this Elder, this Jarl. It's just a lot of people waiting for it to die. So another good question is if I Wither Crown Inga or not. 2 top. Or if I think they can fall, or if I think they'll fall for my Jarl trap. Or any of my other tricks. Jeez. Jeez Louise. I can't make progress with a 1-1 through a 3-3, even if I make its power 0. It still has 3 toughness. So I don't think I Wither Crown this. I think I just wait. I just block, and we let it die. Instead of using demonic gifts into their open mana. Okay. Just gonna Jarl that. Okay. This is an excellent target. Nope, not demonic gifts. Please do Wither Crown for the Wither Crown. They don't have any black, so I'm perfectly fine putting this out. They're going to keep this around because, I mean, it's protecting them from 3 damage a turn. I mean, blue-green, I can't imagine they don't have an artifact or enchantment. Okay. Okay. I still can't get around the 0-6 wall that I've created for myself. I mean, I turned the 6-6 into a 0-6. In 21 turns, they'll die. That's not good for me. They also have the Mirror Lake, which is real bad for me. Oh gosh, and they also have the freaking bears, man. Oh yeah, but I just Mass Vandal the bears, don't I? Alright, so I can Skull Raid their last card, which sounds like the plan. The Mirror Lake could be potentially handled by like the Jarl plus Demonic Gifts combo. Do I have enough mana to Skull Raid and Mass Vandal? I do. Do I have anything that I have the one. Please do it this way, Auto Tapper. Bind the monster. That's pretty good for me. And then holding out this Mass Vandal this whole time has paid off. Okay. And now they're probably going to keep the worm to use the Mirror Lake on it. Or they're going to get Svella started. I don't know which one they're going to choose. Oh no. They can already do the Svella activations. Mm-hmm. So I still have things like Poison the Cup. So then they still have their 0-6 wall. Gonna play Packmate. It's not something I need. As Vandal gets blocked by the bird, Jarl gets blocked by other stuff. I don't have a creature for Mass Vandal if I Demonic Gifts it, nor do they have anything I care about. So I'm going to play the Recluse then, and pass the turn. So now they have some really good choices in either the Mirror Lake for the bird or for the Lindworm. Whichever one they want. Apparently the birds are the words. They attack with the bird, with the raven. Try and clear away from the Mistwalker. Okay. They're not having me make that decision. I can attack in with the 3-2 and the 3-3. The problem is they're killing me in the air until I find a bow, or Sarulf, or Turgrid. If I attack with my 3-3 and 3-2, because I have to attack with at least 2 creatures to get past the 0-6 to do anything meaningful, I can Demonic Gifts whatever the Mistwalker blocks potentially. It's still not great. It's still not dealing with Svella. So I don't think I don't think I can really attack at that turn. Like it's a very slow, like the attack, I'm trading 1 for 1. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Then that creature fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. They're all out of mana. So if I make it a 6-2 against their 2-5, I would kill it. Okay, so that was essentially 1 Demonic Gifts for a Mistwalker and a Struggle, which is a really good deal. Okay, so I don't want to let them untap with Svella. I can attack in with my 3-2 and my 3-3. At this point. Of course, they still have Mirror Lake. So they could either put in the Worm or the Augury Raven. With the Mirror Lake at any point. Another Mistwalker. That right there was kind of a free attack. And they also have Raven Wings, I guess. So their plan is to do like the Lindworm into the Mirror Lake, and then they can Raven's Wings it. They can also start sending this 3-2 at me. Blocking the Augury Raven is probably is as good as this Recluse is going to do. The Mistwalker's a little bit more damage. They only have one blue up. I think this is correct. And giving it one more toughness with the Veil doesn't matter. Okay, I attack with Packmate and Jarl. If I block with the Mistwalker, I just Snakeskin Veil one of them. They don't have anything foretold, so they would have to be running that 1/2 that... Oh, I guess they have mana with Jaspar Sentinel? Hmm. So I guess that was not a very good attack. Can't believe they haven't broken that Mirror Lake yet. Okay, just gotta slow things down. Attacking doesn't do anything. Yeah, that attack with the Veil up to kill both, that ended up killing both my Jarl and the other thing red, huh? Really didn't do much. How come they're not breaking their Mirror Lake? So this turn I could potentially attack. Mirror Lake is a sorcery. Or even if it is, I think the creature enters play tapped. Yeah, there they go. Maybe they were just getting ready to finish me here. So I didn't draw anything useful. Attacking, they're too high on life. It doesn't matter. Alright, concedes. Okay, yep. I mean, that whole game was kind of like, I need to draw something. Like, drawing the bow was definitely what I needed to have happen in order for that game to not be lost. Okay. Yeah, this is a keep. I can foretell the Jarl. Maybe if they play, maybe if they play Odin's Bird, whatever his actual name is, Odin's Bird, I could Wither Crown it. It seems to be what happens to Odin's Bird around here. I mean, since I draw the Wither Crown, that means they must have drawn Odin's Bird, even if it wasn't originally in their deck. Oh look, they're even blue. Come here, Odin's Bird. Show yourself. Oh, they're blue-red. That was dumb of me. Double green, eh? That's okay. It doesn't matter. I did that without thinking. Okay, seize the spoils, discarding an island. Okay. Comes a creature. On my turn. Dwarven reinforcements. How terrible for me. That was like, I was thinking like, maybe I'll play like a creature and then I can trade with it for a Horizon Seeker. Maybe I can do all sorts of other things. So I can Skull Raid. They did discard a land with Seize the Spoils, and they've been playing a land every turn so far. So it might not be time for Skull Raid just yet, so I will foretell it. I don't have a way of pumping Deathnell Berserker at the moment. I can draw into a lot of them. 2 Glade Walkers, a bow, 1 bottom. Let's see, a bow, and what else? And a land. I can't struggle that. And this is a small board wipe. Yeah. That's a small board wipe. I can struggle with Deathnell Berserker. It gets a counter on him. He dodges the Pyre. It's cause 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and itself. So 1 more land and they can do it. Even though it's only struggling away a 2/1, it might be worth it just to get him, just to get all the synergy stuff out of them. My other plays are to hang back maybe Wither Crown, the Kinseekers, and Skull Raid. He's been playing a land every turn, you discard a land. I'm thinking he's going to keep having lands. So I don't think it's time yet to Skull Raid. And now I have a better block, an even better block on the double block on the Kinseekers. And I do want a creature in the yard for way down. So there's another land. The Frostpire is now online. It's a Cinderheart Giant. Okay, so now is the time to Wither Crown Skull Raid. So let's Skull Raid first. Yeah, maybe I should have considered, though they wouldn't have sacrificed the giant to Turgid's Shadow, so. Oh, they sacrificed him. Yeah, it does kill one of my creatures. It was always going to kill one of my creatures. Nothing I could really do about that. So no blocks. So I can set up Turgid's Shadow even if they play another. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. That's going to the way down. So Turgid's Shadow is kind of useless here, but I can put in another Horizon Seeker for double blocks against his Kinseekers. It's not the best because my 3/3 is kind of holding back all of their 2/1s. But, okay. He could activate, like, the Pyre after this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If he wants to kill... Like, if I block the Kinseekers, that would be weird. Okay, so I can put down... I can just play the Elderfang Disciple and use it to help me trigger Jarl on either the 4/4. Two, three, four, five in itself. Yep. Pretty sure he knew this was coming. Without like the discard effect, it was more of like a I can attack with a Death Knell Berserker, not much point. The Jarl, they have one card in their hands. Is this sorcery only? Sorcery only. They might just crack it on their turn to get rid of my 2 3/2s and their 2/1s, and then their 3/5 would rule the board. Sure. Okay, so there's an interesting thing. I can Jarl the Forsaken against the Kinseekers. And then it would come back to mock gifts, and then I can Turgid Shadow and erase. I think I should block one of the. If I block one of them, then I'm definitely sacrificing the Jarl. I can just double block the Kinseekers here. Those 2/1s are eating me alive. I really wanted to put him in a position where he cracks his Frostfire first. I don't know. I think I just block like this. Maybe I should have saved the Horizon Seeker instead of the Jarl. So they're going to attack with their 2-1. It's not... This is instant. This is instant? I think I block. So it deals 2 damage to everything. I don't want to play... Well... Look. Kill it. You're going to have to kill it sooner or later. You're going to have to crack it sooner or later. So I might as well try and get you to crack it on this not Vold Recluse. And then you also get a Scry 2. Finally, the thing that's been giving me anxiety the whole game is gone. It's finally been used. You can attack me for 1, which is fine, don't care. Okay, so I'm not going to play this Packmate. I will foretell the Packmate. I will take 1 damage and hope that he... I guess I need to have played both. As foretell cards. Okay. That's no good. Packmate, save me. Packmate, save me? So I have 1 draw step. Find an answer for his Augury Raven. Oh my gosh. Alright. Well. I don't know. Maybe he'll do something that causes damage to his own Augury Raven. No. Oh, well. I think most of the plays I did on that game were at least okay. I think I did mess up with my mana not foretelling the Shadow. Because then I could have double spelled with Shadow into Packmate immediately. Not that that would have let me get to an answer faster for the Raven. So I would have drawn the exact same amount of cards. Yeah, nice deck. And the puzzle with using who to use demonic gifts on, I don't know. Maybe the mistake was putting the 4-2 out. Four-two with reach out. That might have been the mistake. Because all it was blocking was a 1-3. So I was at 8 life. Yeah. I think I could have again if I hadn't been so anxietied over that Pyre land, then I think the slow play would have been better. Wait for them to put out another creature and then do the sacrifice ability. Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's a mistake. It's hard to say because in hindsight you're like, oh, that's a mistake. But it's like in the moment, how much of a mistake is it? I think it probably was a mistake. It's better to bait out the pyre with my 2/2 zombie of if anything, than say uh, the 4/2 spider with reach. Okay. Yep. I think that was the thing. I think that was the thing. But 4 wins is good. 1,400 gems. Here comes another 20 gems. First time playing with Turgrid's Lantern. Didn't really get to play her God side. Played with Sarulf again. They both won me a couple of my games. They continue to be good. And Turgid's Shadow, definitely something that you can use in a control deck. Oh, that was my fourth Sarulf. All right, that's it.